Today I wanted to show something rather personal out of my collection. Now these ones became a bit of a quest, and I suppose after the 7 or 8 years I've been looking for them, they became a bit of a holy grail. Now, I found these originally back in 2016, 2017 on the LRG website and just instantly fell in love with the design. Sadly, there's very little information on these. Nobody even knows the official line name. Among minifigure collectors, they're just referred to as Frog Warriors. What little information survives on these is kind of word of mouth. People distinctly remember getting these in the 1980s and winning them on gumball machines and arcade machines and things. So they were definitely 1980s. And they do look strikingly similar to Bullywogs from the Dungeons and Dragons line. So that gives us a date of about 83 to 85, for instance. One of the main reasons that I actually really like this line is they remind me so much of the 80s. I mean, it's a beautiful piece that's just sheds sort of innocence everywhere. It's not highly detailed, and it's not the best sculpted, they're not the best painted, but yet they work really well, and they remind me of a time where the world was a little bit more innocent. Now, one thing I should mention is there's only 6 actually known sculpts. Now, there is 2 different size versions, but there's only a slight difference between the two. All the sculpts that have been found so far are exactly the same, just slightly bigger. They're all marked China. Somewhere on their body you will find the word China, but it's kind of sometimes hard to find it because it's hidden under that really thick layer of paint that's been splattered on these. You probably noticed as well that they actually come with slight colour variances, which is normally a sign that they were actually made in multiple factories around the world before they were shipped to the US. But it's something worth remembering because there will be slight variances on them. Material wise, these are more like, say, Monsters in My Pocket, I suppose, like a solid PVC, but that little bit more flexible. But they're not made very well, and you can see that when you look at the different sculpts. Like this one here where he's got flashing on the foot, you can see that variance in colours. But again, that's what the charm of this line is. That's why I find them irresistible. There's no consistency, not with the painting, not with the sculpts, not with the actual like flashing and things like that. You know, the variance in colours, it just adds to the charm of this line, and that's why I really like it. Now let's be honest, this line was never meant to win any awards. It wasn't produced to be the best toy. It was produced to fill a gap in the market, something quick, something cheap, you know, make thousands upon thousands of them and get them out there as quick as possible while the kids are actually enjoying them. And that, like I said, that's the charm of the line. That's what's so good about it. I'm just thinking as well, one of the things that I really like about this line is the fact that nobody really knows anything. It's still surrounded in mystery. The fact collectors all came together to sort of share their experiences, where they remember winning these from and what year they get them from and stuff. And the fact that the community came together as a whole and renamed them Frog Warriors to actually give them a name. So thinking size-wise, the largest is actually 3 centimeters, and the smallest is about 2.5 centimeters. So about half the size of a muscle, and just slightly bigger than a Mighty Max figure. Now I did mention earlier that there's actually some different sizes. Now on littleweirdos.net, they've got this comparison picture, which I hope is okay to use, but full credit to Little Weirdos for doing the actual comparison picture. Now I don't know which size I've got, if I've got the larger one or the smaller one. So I'll keep talking about this weird mystery with Frog Warriors, you know, how everyone's pieced together this information. And then lo and behold, back in February in 2025, this appears on eBay, a purple friggin' Frog Warrior. Now, it seems to be differently sculpted. It's almost identical, but there's some really fine sort of details added to it. But it's a mystery. Is it, you know, is it a recast? Has someone re-sculpted it? You know, is it an extension of the line? Is there more out there? I just don't know. You know, if anyone has any information on any of these, please let me know. You know, comment on the video or contact me on Instagram. I'd love to know more about these. And with that, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching the video. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a like, and I hope to catch you all again next time.